There's a moment for every WWE superstar where a WrestleMania win can make or break their current WWE run. With that being said, here are 5 WWE superstars that desperately need a win at WrestleMania. Starting us off with number 5, LA Knight. Yeah. LA Knight took the year 2023 by storm. He was more over than any other babyface superstar in all of WWE, and that even includes Cody Rhodes. However, after his loss to Roman Reigns, his hype kind of died down a bit. This was a match that I thought was ill-advised at the time because I was worried of his hype dying down. However, this wasn't even the only title opportunity he would get against Roman Reigns, as he would be a part of a fatal 4-way match, but he wouldn't even be the 2 most important figures in that match, as that was Roman Reigns and Randy Orton. It was also confusing to put him in this feud with AJ Styles when everyone thought he would be given a US title opportunity against Logan Paul at WrestleMania. However, it seemed like that title opportunity will have to come at a later date. AJ Styles and LA Knight will for sure be one of the best actual matches on the card, and while LA Knight is great, most of that is just because it's impossible for AJ Styles to have a bad match. But overall, LA Knight desperately needs this win, because if he wants to pick up any hype going into the year, he's going to need to beat AJ Styles at WrestleMania, or else I feel like the hype will completely die down. And let's be honest here, AJ Styles doesn't desperately need a win. At this point, he's probably just putting over other talent. Number 4 is Rhea Ripley. Now I know, saying a year-long world champion is desperate for a win sounds so stupid. However, she definitely needs this win way more than Becky Lynch does. Now, Rhea Ripley's title reign has been great. She has put on good matches. However, some of the feuds have been lacking, and this kind of feels like the first major big feud she has against Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, being one of the 4 horsewomen, has done basically everything she can in WWE, while it feels like Rhea still has a lot more she can do, and I think her beating Becky Lynch at WrestleMania can allow her to continue her dominance over the Raw Women's Division. WWE needs to do the right thing and let Mommy's reign last just a little bit longer, maybe a little bit to SummerSlam, then you could have it taken off of her, but seriously, give her some more opportunities, some good feuds, have some NXT call-ups happen, because WrestleMania will be over. Raw after WrestleMania will have some NXT call-ups. Have some NXT call-ups come up, have them face her, put on some great matches throughout the summer, and yeah, inevitably you want to take it off her at SummerSlam, that's fine. Number 3 is Jimmy Uso. Now, I know we all have our opinions on how Jimmy Uso betrayed the bloodline just to betray Jey Uso later on, and how it made absolutely no sense at the time. It still doesn't make any sense now, but that doesn't change the fact that we are going to have an incredible matchup between Jimmy and his brother Jey at WrestleMania. And personally, I think it's incredibly important that Mr. No Yeet Jimmy Uso walks away the winner, whether that's with the help of the bloodline or without. I think he desperately needs this win way more than Jey Uso does. And honestly, you can have Jimmy win because of the help of the bloodline and then have Jey win later on, but I think it's just extremely important for Jimmy to get his moment at WrestleMania, because honestly, Jey has been taking the world by storm. He is main event Jey Uso, and it kind of felt like Jimmy was just thrown right back into the bloodline faction and no longer was able to rock it as a main event single superstar himself. So Jimmy Uso needs the win at WrestleMania. Give it to him, and then yeah, inevitably book like an I Quit match between the two at a later date, and you can have Jey win that. But at WrestleMania, give me Jimmy Uso, Mr. No Yeet, as the winner. Honestly, I think the feud between Jimmy and Jey should continue after WrestleMania. I'm just re-emphasizing that point because seriously, book a trilogy of matches. This feud has so much potential. Book a trilogy of matches, have Jey win the second one at like WrestleMania Backlash, and then give me a match at SummerSlam between the two where you inevitably have Jey Uso win like a Bloodline Rules match or a Tribal Combat, something along the lines of that. Book that match later on, have Jey win the series, have Jimmy win the series, it doesn't matter. Have him embrace in the end of it, become the Usos again, that'll be fun. But seriously, make this feud last longer, give us more matches. This has so much potential. And number 2 is Cody Rhodes. This image lives rent-free in the minds of thousands of WWE fans across the world. Cody Rhodes looking on in disappointment as Roman Reigns successfully defends his title, obviously with the help of about 53 different members of the bloodline, doesn't matter. It overall just comes down to the fact that Cody Rhodes fell short at WrestleMania 39. He won the Royal Rumble, gets his opportunity at WrestleMania 40. This is the moment to pull the trigger on Cody Rhodes winning. If you don't pull it here, you're not pulling it at all. This is the moment. He returned to the company as a babyface, and he has become the ultimate babyface. Fans scream his theme song. They sing the whole thing into the obviously important whoa at the top of their lungs. Cody Rhodes needs this moment more than anyone else, or should I say more than anyone except for one superstar. And that's because number 1 is Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre deserves the world. This man has done an incredible job since returning to the company and becoming this main event person that he has become. He won the WWE Championship off of Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and it was so unfortunate that it was in front of no fans. And by the time he had won it a second time off of Randy Orton, who he lost it to, it was in front of the Thunderdome fans. So once again, not in front of a live crowd. By the time the live crowd came back, he was not with the title, nor was he in the title picture too much up to that point. He's used all of these accomplishments that he was able to do in front of nobody as a part of his current storytelling, saying he deserves the opportunity, he deserves the title shot, and in the end of the day, he's going to win it in front of fans like he wasn't able to do in the past. And obviously this has also led to storylines with him and making fun of how the fact that he ended CM Punk's main event dreams, and it's been incredible storytelling by Drew. He has been an absolute hater on the mic, and it's hilarious. So once again, Drew McIntyre needs to win at WrestleMania. However, he doesn't need to walk away with the title, because after Drew McIntyre hits some claymores onto Seth Rollins and gets the win, I want CM Punk to come into the ring and disrupt his celebration, hitting him with a kick to the head. And honestly, if CM Punk is cleared to do it, have him hit a GTS. And just when that happens, you have Damian Priest come in, cash in, and win the World Heavyweight title off of a vulnerable Drew McIntyre. It will build into the storyline that Drew has been given, where it's like, no matter what, he just doesn't get his way. Even when he does everything right, it just all comes back to bite him in the ass. And honestly, give Damian Priest the world title. Just keep him away from the Cody Rhodes match and stuff. There's going to be a lot of chaos in that match anyways. So let's leave Damian Priest to winning the World Heavyweight title off Drew McIntyre and starting a feud inevitably down the line with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, inevitably where Drew will end up beating Damian Priest and getting his moment again as the World Heavyweight Champion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications, and let me know in the comments below what you think of my list and who you think deserves a win at WrestleMania. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm The Wrestling Truth, and I'll see you guys soon.